Hi guys, my name is Nom. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time, whichever it is. I'm bringing you a video that I hope you're going to love. I hope you're going to enjoy, because I personally think it's a pretty cool one. I plan on bringing you guys a Q&A very soon into the future. So I need you guys to ask me questions, okay? So you can either leave it in the comment, send me an email, or jump in my DMs, whichever way. Just send me your questions. It can either be on anything I've spoken about or anything you want me to speak about, or just ask me anything. When I say anything, I mean absolutely anything. I feel like you should already know by now that I'm about this truth thing. So best believe that if you ask me a question, I'm going to answer it truthfully. In this video, I'm basically going to take you through the process of how I ended up with my very own car, a car that was adapted to fit my physical disability. I am also going to give you a tour on the biggest adaptation that I have, the coolest one by far, the one that everybody just seems to be marveled about. Let me tell you, one time a guy walked into a pole because he was just so shocked. He was just marveled by this particular adaptation that I'm going to give you a tour on. So stay tuned. In the description box, I will leave all the information for the companies that helped me to basically get to where I am, from getting the car, to getting it adapted. Basically all the information that if someone is watching this that has a disability and wishes to drive, can make contact with them and take it from there. So when I was about 18, I decided or realized that I needed to drive. One of the big reasons was because public transport was not well suited for wheelchair users. It was actually crazy. It was absolutely shambles. The bus services in my area were just, it was just out there. It was crazy. I remember, guys, I actually got fired from my first job because I kept being late. Why was I being late? Why were you being late? Thank you for asking. I'm going to tell you. The reason I was late, guys, is because I would be here waiting at the bus stop, as you do, because, I'm now a grown up, I've got a job, I'm a big girl, I'm waiting at the bus stop, ready to go to work. The bus would come, and I was like, okay, I'm going in. And then it's like, oh no, sorry girl, there are stairs. And I'll just be like, oh, I guess I'll just wait for the next one. And then there was another time when we went to London at a different church for a youth day. And we're going into the journey, everything is good, we're excited, we're looking forward to the praise and worship team, because that's my thing. And then we get to halfway into our journey. There's like the gentleman approaches us when we're about to get onto the next train to finish our journey. And he says, hi ma'am. I said, hi sir. And he said, where you're going next, there's no lift, so you can't go any further than this. And I said, what do you mean? I can't. He said, yeah, no, this is where your journey ends. I said, the devil is a liar. So we've come all this way and we can't actually reach our destination because there's no lift. Okay. In those moments that I realized, I was like, okay, clearly I'm not going to be able to go anywhere because public transport just does not want me to live my best life. So it was clear that I desperately needed to drive. I began to do some research to figure out if, number one, will it be possible for me to drive? And if so, how will that work? I found a company that basically told me that I needed to go for a face-to-face assessment so that they can assess all my needs and figure out what kind of adaptations I would need and if those adaptations are currently available out there. The assessment went really well. It was really successful. They basically told me the driving schools that I would be able to use that already have adapted cars that would suit my needs. They told me all the adaptations that I would need. When I take you through the list of all my adaptations, so obviously because my right leg is dodgy, I have to use my left leg for my pedals. So I have a left foot accelerator and brake. My car is automatic. I also have a raised flooring because I'm short. I needed the assist to be able to reach the pedals. I also have a 4-way electric seat, which is what I call it a magical seat really, because it's pretty cool. It goes up and down, in and out, so it's It's really, really handy. I have a rooftop box which basically collects and stores my wheelchair. In my area, there was just one driving school that was equipped to basically handle my needs and be able to give me driving lessons, which was BSM. But the annoying thing is, it was the most expensive one. So I was like, what's going on here? But nevertheless, I was just excited that I was, there was even just one. So when I got home from the assessment, guys, I called them straight away. I was like, hi, yeah, I want to drive. Can I start now? Basically, it went like that. And I was like, put on the waiting list, and then I had an instructor call me, and he's like, yeah, so when do you want to start? I was like, now, I've been ready. You wouldn't actually believe, but going through the research and the assessment, that was actually the easy part. The tough part was actually telling people that I'm going to start driving and receiving some reactions that I got. Like, I kid you not, it's even crazy saying it, but a couple of people say to me, oh, don't you think you're reaching too high, it's okay just to not to try to do everything. I know you're probably thinking, there's no way someone could say that. It wasn't just one person. A couple of people looked at me in the eye and they basically told me I have no business trying to drive. Who do I think I am? Guys, you honestly don't understand the level of foolishness that I've met along the way on this walk of life. Guys, the things people have said and the things people say and the misconceptions that they are on people who are disabled. Matter of fact, let me just do a whole different video for that alone, because people have said some crazy things to me that you just would not believe. Guys, let me tell you what I love, what I absolutely love is seeing those very people that told me what I was trying to achieve was unreachable. People that basically told me to stay in my lane. But when I see them now, when I pull up, I said when I pull up, and they look at me and they're confused. They're like, it can't be her. It looks like her, but how can it be? And I'm like, hi, how are you? Are you good? Yeah, no, me, I'm good. Oh, this car, it's mine. Yeah, there's no joke. It's really mine. As you can see, I'm the one driving. The names, all the documents are mine. It's really mine. But I saw you walking. It's a bit cold outside. It's a bit cold. Would you like a lift? I don't mind. No, of course. Come. I give you a lift. You're a bit cold. Yeah? Let me just turn on the heater seat for you. That will warm you up real quick. Oh my goodness, let me quickly tell you this story as well. Now, I know this person probably meant no harm, but it's another small example of how small-minded people can be. So I'm at my friend's baby shower. We're playing the game, and this game you had a card and had questions on it. You had to walk around the room, ask the questions, and basically find somebody who had the same answer as you. You just had to match the answers to yourself and write that person's name down. So anyway, this gentleman walks over to our table and he looks at me and he says, oh, so what kind of car do you drive? And before I could answer, he's like, obviously I'm joking, obviously you don't drive. And I was like, actually sir, I do drive. It's a white car, it's very beautiful, and I just got it. Do you want to see it? No? Okay. It was just funny seeing the look on his face. And he was like, you really drive? I said, yes, I do. It's actually so crazy to see how many people out there in this day and age still believe that someone who has a disability is instantly cancelled on doing things that that they can, just simply because they're disabled. Like, I need you to understand, hear me when I tell you, there is so much available out there for disabled people. And yes, some of the things that we may do them differently. But don't get it twisted, we are still doing them. We are out here, we're living our lives to the fullest. Better than some of you even, so, but you're not ready for that conversation, so I'm just gonna leave it there. Okay, for the moment that we've all been waiting for, what you're going to see next is a demonstration of my rooftop box, basically how it collects and stores my wheelchair. So enjoy. Pretty cool, right? It is pretty cool. I know. I've been driving now for 8 years. I'm onto my second car, and honestly, it has been a breath of fresh air. It has, like, I can't even explain to you how much it has enhanced my independence. I would be so lost without my car, and I'm just so grateful that there are people out there who thought of people like me, people who have a disability, and thought, these people might also want to drive, and created these amazing gadgets that have allowed me to have my independence and do what I'm able to do. I mean, without my car, I wouldn't, so many memories I have because of trips that I've made in both of my cars. We have come to the end of this video. Like I said in the beginning, I will be doing a Q&A very soon. So please guys, if you have any questions on anything you've heard on this video or previous videos or anything at all, and I mean anything at all, please leave them in the comment section, email me or send me a DM, and I will answer them truthfully in my Q&A. Thank you so much for watching this video. I honestly really appreciate you, and I'm very grateful to you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, do whatever you so please. But for me right now, it's a bye.